trauma expert whose work has transformed the way we understand addiction, stress, and childhood development. He went from growing up in war-torn Budapest and struggling with the long-lasting effects of early trauma to becoming a globally respected voice in healing, writing best-selling books, and helping millions reconnect with their inner truth and emotional well-being. Need motivation?
Watch the top 10 with Believe Nation.
If you've been here before, drop a hashtag Believe in the comments below so I can feature you here in a future video. And if you're new, welcome to Believe Nation, the only channel that helps you believe in yourself daily, one video at a time. All right, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Be playful.
There's a book written by a palliative care nurse in Australia, and I used to work in palliative care. And it's called The Top 5 Regrets of Dying People. And she's talking to people who died before their time, from cancer usually. One of the regrets is that they worked too hard, they didn't play enough. Now, playfulness is built into our brains. All mammals play. Bear cubs play, lion cubs play, puppies, kittens, they all play. We're wired for play. Why? Because play is essential for a number of things. One is essential for brain development. It's much more important for brain development than academic learning. I'm talking about scientifically, brain physiologically. So play is important. Play is also important to form relationships. Because in play, you can kind of roughhouse a bit, but you're not actually being enemies. So you're making friends that way. So play is essential. Winnie the Pooh, which is one of my all-time favorite books.
Why is it one of your all-time favorite books?
Well, it's so playful. And but at the very end, and I know you're married to Chris Robbins, which is Christopher Robin. Anyway, there's a passage at the end of the book, Winnie the Pooh, where Christopher, the boy, by the way, him and his father had a terrible relationship, which is a whole other issue. I'm talking about the real Christopher Robin, but the fictional Christopher Robin is now growing up, and he has to go to school, which means he won't be able to play with his animals anymore. And he's trying to explain this to these animals, including Winnie the bear. And the book ends with this statement that I'll paraphrase, where it says, they go off walking together hand in hand. And the book ends with, but whatever they do, and wherever they go in the enchanted forest, a little boy and his bear will always be playing together. And that passage as an adult would bring me to tears. Because as a kid, as an infant, I wasn't played with. My mother was way too terrorized and depressed to play with me. And kids, peekaboo, play starts so early. It's essential for our mental health. It's essential for our brain development. So these poor people who were looking back on their lives and saying, I wish I had played more. Play is just essential. And I have to say that one of the things that has kept our marriage going 55 years now is that we play so well together. And we're just playing all the time when we're not fighting, which by the way, is long gone. Not long gone, but gone. Play is just essential.
Rule number 2, ask for help.
Have you seen this book by this British guy called Charlie McKeesey called The Boy, the Mole, the Horse, and the Fox?
No.
Okay. It's one of these children's books that are for adults, that is for adults. It's mostly illustrations. He's a wonderful illustrator. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. It's an international bestseller, sold millions of copies. Amongst these 4 friends, the horse is the wisest one. And at some point, they ask the horse, what's the most courageous thing you ever said? And the horse says, help. Now, people are ashamed of themselves. They don't even ask for help. So shame is debilitating.
Rule number 3, discover the root of the problem.
A lot of people are facing challenges. A lot of people are very hard on themselves. A lot of people think there's something wrong with them. My fundamental understanding and what I've learned is that underneath there's nothing wrong with anybody, that everything you're dealing with came along for a reason. There were adaptations or there were responses to difficult situations. And the more you can understand where your issues came from, and even when your negative self-view and the shame and the self-loathing and the self-criticism and the perfectionism that you experience, that there were actually responses to some kind of life experience, and that fundamentally there was and there is nothing wrong with you, and those things can be looked at, and you can understand them, and you can transform that and really become yourself, who you are. That's available to you. It's available to everybody. So nobody's damaged goods.